I've been participating in the Rusty Wallace charity ride since the first one in 2019. It's a really fun ride that goes from Black Hills Harley-Davidson up to the Sturgis Buffalo Chip Campground, and we wind our way through the hills, have a good time, and make a bunch of money for children's charities. The main fundraiser is a custom motorcycle, and Black Hills Harley-Davidson generously donates a motorcycle, and then Rusty Wallace and his son Steve at Southern Country Customs, they work their magic and turn it into something one-of-a-kind work of art. So this year I was at another function that morning and I rolled into the event like 15 minutes before the auction on this custom bike started. And you know, the price was kind of getting up there on this bike in the auction. But then knowing that this money was not really cost of the bike, it was to charity. Half of it goes to NASCAR Foundation, which is serving to improve the lives of children, and half of it goes to Black Hills Flame Special Olympics, which is an organization here locally that we already support. So that made it easy just to jump in with a big bid and win the auction. And then I panicked a little bit. It's like, oh my gosh, it just happened. Now I actually have to figure this out. After the auction closed, we basically jumped on our motorcycles and left on the Rusty Wallace ride. And probably worked out good because I was a little bit like heart's pounding still. And so I'm riding through the hills, headed to Sturgis, and I knew I had to go to Charlotte in October. Knowing I had that trip coming up, I was thinking maybe I should just have Rusty and Steve take the bike back to Charlotte with them. I could fly down to those meetings and then go to their shop, see what Southern Country Customs was all about, learn the history of the bike, and then ride it home. 2,000 miles, maiden voyage on the bike. You know, I didn't get a very good chance to look the bike over in detail at the auction. It was all happening so fast. So it was actually fun to go to the shop and have Steve like walk me through the bike and show me all the parts from Clockworks and Arlen Ness, Performance Machine. You know, it's just got all sorts of goodies in it, bigger cams, custom exhausts. So I had never ridden this bike before until I rode it out of their shop down there, and I had no idea what it was going to ride like. This is way different than anything I've ridden before. That great big front tire and air suspension and everything, but it's awesome. It rides great. And one of my goals on the ride home was to avoid the interstate. I looked for all sorts of little two-lane side roads, even crossed a river on a ferry in one spot on a little two-lane road, so that was very cool. But lots of time to think out there for sure. And when I think about the Rusty Wallace ride where I bought the bike and all the good that was done for charity at that time, the adventure I've had on it, then this idea of maybe donating it again to a charity that can do something similar and raise a whole bunch more money for kids. And then who knows, maybe that rider or that buyer will do the same thing. You know, this adventure on a motorcycle starts with learning how to ride a bike. I mean, learning how to ride a bike is the key to every vehicle in a person's future, whether it's bicycle, motorcycle, car, whatever it is. That bicycle is the first step on that path. And teaching kids how to ride in kindergarten gives them an opportunity to start down that path. So I've decided I'm going to donate this motorcycle to All Kids Bike to try and teach more children how to ride. The opportunity is huge. There are hundreds of thousands of children that could benefit from this. And I know there's other organizations out there that love improving the lives of children, and so I'm looking forward to seeing who might want to partner up with us and turn the dial up on this thing so we can reach the greatest number of kids.